Hi everyone, my name is Amie Bush. I am 23 years old. I'm from Dutchess County area, Wingdale, New York actually. If you know of Chelsea, she used to live in Pauling and I'm about 10, maybe 15 minutes from her. Her old hometown, she lives in Danbury now. But I am actually a Beachbody coach and that's why I'm posting this video right now. I am currently sitting right now in my hotel room in Rye. I just got back from the city. I was down there for a dance convention because I'm a dance instructor slash choreographer. So I go to these conventions. I actually worked for this convention. I interned for them last summer. So I used my internship credits because every 20 hours that I worked, I earned a free convention. So I was able to have extra. So I used it for the summer. So I recently I got back today from it. A lot of connections. I enjoyed it very much until I got on the train and I realized I lost my car keys. And then I tore my entire luggage apart. I'll actually show you quickly. I'm laughing about it now, but it's not funny. I'll probably cry about this later. But, ignore the messy room. There's my bed. And I'm trying to angle it. The floor. I literally tore my luggage apart. I took everything and I dumped it because I was like, I need to find my keys. And I actually paid $25 for a cab because my car is parked in White Plains right now. So I paid $25 to go to my other hotel because I stayed in the city for the weekend. And my car keys weren't here. And in the process of looking for my car keys, I realized my iPod is missing too. Lucky me. So what was supposed to be a nice, relaxing 2 days for me before I have to go back to work turned into a very, very sad and stressful thing because I have no way of getting home right now. My dad, he doesn't have a vehicle right now, but he's going to try to scrounge up some money to go on a train to drive all the way to White Plains to get my car and then come and find me in Rye and give me my car. So it hasn't been that fun of a couple. I've only been here for about 3 hours at the hotel. It's not been that fun. It hasn't been fun at all. But I'm a little bit more relaxed. I rewind, I calm down. Get back with my nice bottle of wine. And you know what? You gotta let some things go. So, now that I ranted about 3 minutes and 18 seconds about my horrible start to my weekend, my 2-day vacation so far. Once again, hi, I'm Amie Bush. Let's start from the top. I'm a Beachbody coach. I recently became a Beachbody coach in April. And it was a birthday gift for me. I originally was a coach last year. And I only lasted a month and then I quit. And I just recently became one again. I signed back up with Chelsea. She was my original coach. So this video, mostly because I've been seeing a lot of people post videos lately. Chelsea is always posting videos. And I love watching them. So I decided I'll post one. And I'm posting one now because I'm by myself in my hotel room and there's nobody around to judge me or listen to me and walk in the room and be like, what the heck are you doing? Why are you doing this? This is stupid. Because unfortunately I have those people in my life that will do that. So I've been waiting for this trip so I can post my video. I posted on Facebook a written rough version of my story and why I got into Beachbody and why I'm trying to build a career out of this and everything. But now it's time to actually post a video and me explaining it more in detail and also me now you guys can kind of see more than just words, and you can see my emotion and how my reaction to the way I explain things. And I think it comes off a little bit more personal. So here it goes. So I enrolled in Beachbody in April. I got my challenge back. I did the Brazil butt lift, and it hurts. It hurts. It tones it, and it hurts. But I'm enjoying it. I kind of took a break from it for a while, but I went back to it slowly. I'm working on it, but I'm really liking it. So if you've never done it before, but if you want to like start out with something, it depends. We'll get in more detail about that. You'll see I drift sometimes. I'm trying to get back. Perfect. So, my story. Here we go. It's hard. It's very hard for me to open up. It was the scariest thing for me to open up about my story, even just writing it. But it's something you have to do, unfortunately. Not really say unfortunately. Let me take that back. Gosh, yeah. Actually, let me take that back, because of the fact that it's a good thing. It's a good thing to share your story, even if it's not much of a story yet. Because one thing that I've noticed, at least, and I actually learned at my dance teacher workshop that I attended this weekend, it is very hard nowadays with social media and with texting and everything like that for somebody to have a conversation. It's really, really hard. Like, even for me, it's hard for me to talk to my boss that I work with. Like, she tried talking with me and have like a really in-depth conversation with me this weekend, and I kept dismissing it and I kept being quiet. But the moment she left, we had this long, like, hour texting conversation. But we're in person, and I can't say anything. It's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. And I learned this actually in a musical theater dance class that I took. And the guy's name was Andy, and he flat out said that when kids go to competitions, that they're so used to texting and social media and not having a face-to-face conversation, that when the judges calls you up and he's all energetic and he's like, and what's your name, and aren't you so excited that you just won the highest score, the highest award possible in this competition, and they place the mic up to the kid and it's like, yeah, it's like, what? And then it's like, and what studio are you from? That's what it is. I mean, there are some kids that are very well trained and they go up and everything, and they can be very poised and they can enunciate and they can articulate. But it's sad that there's a lot of kids out there in the dance world and with the competitions that they can't do that. They can't say anything. When it comes time to having a face-to-face conversation, it's terrible. I know when I teach my students, I give them a break. They all talk to one another, but it's through texting. And none of them look at each other. And it's terrible. But it's hard. It's very hard. So this is a step for me to even post a video of any sort at all. But it's something you have to do. You have to break the ice. Even if you have a story, and it's not really there yet. It's not like this huge weight loss success story, or you're out of debt finally, or anything like that. It doesn't have to be much, but it's an icebreaker. And I know, like, I know for me personally, any time in school where you have to do the icebreaker games, I hated them. I absolutely hated them. Despised them. Never wanted a part of it. But yet I wanted to be like an actress and all that. But I never wanted to do anything with an icebreaker game. Ever. Because of the fact somebody's going to find out something about you. And you have to be silly and you have to be vulnerable. And it's scary. It's a very scary thing to do. But, like I said, it's an icebreaker by even just posting a video or posting a status about something and get people to comment on it. It's what you need to do, and it's the hardest thing for me. I wrote a rough draft of my story, I want to say a month ago, and I posted it, and I wrote a message prior to that, and I posted it on Fit Girls Next Door. It's, for those who don't know it, it's a it's a group sponsored by Chelsea, within her Shred Nation that she's part of. But I posted on there how, like, scared I was to post my story, and I'm like, can I write a rough draft and you guys can just tell me how much it sucks? Pretty much that's the way, at least I was making it come off, and I'm like, get some feedback, I guess. And everyone's like, oh yeah, absolutely. So I shared my story, and like, I had my story written up, but it took me a half hour just to post it because of the fact I'm scared. I'm scared of what people think, and I'm terrified to be vulnerable. I am the most closed off, reserved. You cannot know a single thing about me. Literally, you need to take like a crowbar to pry me open, because I will not share anything. I wouldn't even share my name, because it's like, you don't need to know it. Is it going to be beneficial to you? No, probably not, so you don't need to know it. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just such a closed-off person. I have so many bruises, so many scars and wounds that have still yet to be healed. And it's hard to open up. But if you want to let people in and you want to help people, you need to. And I hate doing it, but this is why we get into, I feel that, like, we get into this business. Like, as there's certain things you can keep to yourself. I'm not saying for anyone who wants to post their story, you have to share every little detail. If you want to, go for it. That's your choice. But it's what you choose, and it's your own stepping over that first barrier, if that makes any sense. I could just be talking in circles, and you guys already paused the video by now, and you're watching some, like, YouTube video about a cat by now. But for if there's anybody still watching this, I know I said, I'm like, I'm going to share my story, and it's past 13 minutes, and I haven't shared anything. This is me just talking in circles right now. It's because I am leading up to my story. It'll be in a second video. But, like I said, sharing my story is a big struggle for me. So probably the reason why I've been talking so long is because I'm procrastinating. Guarantee I'm procrastinating subconsciously. But I promise I'm about to post a video sharing my story. So I'm going to end it right now, and I am about to record it, and I will post it in just a little bit. But like I said, it's a scary thing, but I know it's something I have to do, and I'm ready to take that step forward in my life. And I think this is going to be very therapeutic, and it's something I need to do. So stay tuned, because it's coming up.